Hello, today I'm going to take out the screen on this, and then to put it back together you just follow the reverse instructions. So while not trying to give away the Windows 10 key or Windows 7 or whatever key, it is a 300E Samsung laptop, which is otherwise known as model number NP300E5A and then dash A01DX, and this one was manufactured in 2011, and the screen has been smashed, and also there is a bit of a fatigue crack on the plastic back there, so I'm hoping that when I take this to bits the hinge and screen isn't just going to fall to bits, but we'll find out. So the first thing I'm going to do is look underneath these little plastic caps here. These things at the top do not have screws underneath them, so there's no point taking these little rubber feet off. So 2 screws there, and undo both of those. Very small screws, so I can't use that screwdriver. There's a much smaller one. Right, now it's an attempt to unclip this bezel, which seems quite well stuck on. Well, not really stuck on, but quite well clipped on. So there's lots of clips. I can see one there, one there. It looks like this bit of plastic has a hook which then goes in and up. So you do need to... okay. So the trick here is you need to pull this plastic slightly downwards to unclip it. There's a little hook that unclips like that. And even then, that's still really difficult on some of these bits. Ridiculous. God. Well, come back to that side in a minute. Final one clip over here does not want to come undone. There we go. Wow. You have to put quite a bit of force onto that, so be very careful that you don't just smash the plastic. There we go. That is the bezel removed. This looks like it's just 4 screws, which is there, and then on the outer, so it's on the inner at the bottom, and it's the outer screws at the top. And again, they're very tiny screws where you do need to use a small screwdriver. And while I'm doing this, if this has been useful, it would be really helpful to me if you could subscribe. So YouTube a couple of months ago changed their rules on monetization of videos, and pretty much the only thing they seem to care about or count is subscriber numbers. And it would be really helpful to me if you wouldn't mind subscribing. You don't need to have notifications on, so you don't need to know when I've posted a new video unless you want to, but just being tagged as a subscriber would be really helpful to me and would allow me to carry on making more useful videos like this for other people. So that's those 4 screws undone. I should hopefully just be able to hinge this screen out. And there we go. There's a little plastic washer. So if you are replacing the screen, be careful. There's a plastic washer. Doesn't look like there are any for the top, but there's definitely 2 plastic washers around the back screw point at the bottom. So undo the little bit of tape that holds the video connector into the screen, and there you go, lift the entire screen out. And if you're looking for a replacement for yourself, this machine, or this, oops, upside down, this screen is an LTN156AT19 and then -001. It looks like it's probably a very common screen, so I expect on eBay they're about, in the UK, £26, maybe £30. I believe I've bought one of these within the last couple of days to replace a screen in a Lenovo laptop. So yeah, off to eBay or Amazon we go to buy a replacement screen, and you just do the reverse of what I've done to take it to bits to fit the new screen. Put that little video cable in, it slides in, and then being very gentle with it because they're quite fragile connectors, push the little bit of tape down so it keeps it in place, and put those 2 washers, somehow keep them in place there, and then put the screen back on, do the 4 screws there, clip the bezel back on, do the 2 screws, clipping the bezel back on, you just literally place it on the top and then make sure it's lined up and just squeeze around the edges, and you should hear it all clip back together. So let's do a part of it which was fairly easy. So just like that. Now I've got to undo it, but you get the idea. And then do the 2 screws at the bottom there to affix the bezel or screw the bezel back on, and then the 2 little black plastic covers that cover the screws to make it look nice. So there we go. Hope this has been useful to you, and good luck.